Thank you, Leslie. Well, demand for education is up, but enrollment is down in California's community colleges, the largest system of higher education in the nation, because of state budget cuts. Joining me to discuss the challenges ahead for the colleges and their students from Sacramento, Chancellor Jack Scott. Welcome, Chancellor.
It's great to be on your program.
I said that enrollment is down, but unemployment is at record highs. Isn't that unusual when enrollment numbers usually climb when the job market is bad?
Well, we would be climbing, except we just can't offer the classes that we would like to offer. You know, we had last year 2.89 million students, and as you pointed out, it's the largest system of higher education in the entire nation. But what happened was the state budget cut us by 8%. And so colleges throughout California had to cut back their course sections. And as they cut back their course section, of course, there were many students that were turned away. We admitted them, but they couldn't find classes. Even with a slight decline in enrollment we're experiencing this year, and as I said, it's because we can't offer all the classes we'd like to offer, we're still educating about 200,000 students for which the state gives us no remuneration at all. So it's quite a problem that we're wrestling with, and we think it's bad for the state of California. And of course, it's tragic for those students who come and want to take that freshman English course or a chemistry course, or perhaps they're an unemployed person who comes to us for one of our wonderful career technical programs like nursing or radiological technology or firefighting. So that's the problem we're facing. And when we looked at the way that our enrollment was going, I just felt it was necessary to let the state know what's happening in our community colleges.
Chancellor, I was looking at this list of all the community colleges, the ones that with your funded head count and your unfunded head count, and some colleges are really doing a terrific job of taking on students that they're not getting money for. How can they do that?
Well, they won't be able to do it long. In some cases, they're dipping into the reserves, and they decided to just buck up and try to do it as best they can. But you can't do that without eventually bankrupting a college. And so what most of them have done, they've simply pared away courses. As I said, I think the course sections now are about 5% or maybe even more, in some cases below what they offered the previous year. And they did that with a lot of pain. They tried to prioritize what they thought were the most important classes. But nobody likes to turn away students. I know down at Foothill De Anza in the Bay Area, they had a waiting list of over 2,000 students that they couldn't service. So that's rather typical throughout the state.
Well, we were just talking about the NUMMI plant and all those workers that may be out in the job market and looking to retrain. And I noticed that, you know, there are colleges within the area of that NUMMI plant. Is there any special program or any special help that the colleges can get in that district to help some of these people?
Well, what we do is simply look at each college, and there's an enrollment cap placed on the college. Now, that enrollment cap went down slightly because, as I said, we took an 8% cut. And so when a college exceeds its enrollment cap, it just simply doesn't get paid. And so we're really trying our very best to serve the people. And I think it's a tragedy for the state of California because all the studies that I read about tell me that, say, by 2025, we're going to be short about 1 million people who should have a bachelor's degree. The job requires it, but we won't have, our colleges and universities won't be able to turn out that many people.
Any hope for help from somewhere?
Well, we're getting a little help from the federal government. As you know, the Obama administration mentions frequently the community colleges, but frankly, they can't step up for and meet the needs that the state. If you're talking about, say, 200,000 students that we're right now educating that we're not getting paid for, and perhaps that many more being turned away, and there's no way for us to know that count because Sometimes those students come to our campus.
From
they
beginning
look-
to end, this has been a program about a lack of money. So we thank you so much for pointing this out to us and for joining us tonight, Chancellor Scott.
Well, it's been great being here, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to tell the story of the wonderful California community colleges and the challenges that they're facing today.
Thank you.